This video presents our work on a neuromuscular model integrated with an ankle exoskeleton. Here you can see the schematic representation of the framework. First, we record joint angle and EMG from the subject. Muscle activation is computed from EMG, and from joint angle we compute muscle tendon length and momentum using a spline algorithm. Muscle tendon length and muscle activation are then used to compute muscle tendon force, using a muscle model based on the Hill-type muscle model. Computed muscle forces of all continuous muscle are then projected using the muscle momentum to the joint to get joint torque. This estimated joint torque is then given to an assistance stage, where it's multiplied by a support ratio and finally given to the user as mechanical assistance. For the estimated joint torque to reflect the user torque, the model needs to be calibrated. For this, a two-step personalization procedure is used. First, the skeletal model is called to the user. Then, a calibration is used to personalize the muscle model. This calibration is optimizing the optimal fiber length, tendon slack length, EMG activation dynamic, and maximal muscle forces by trying to reduce the error between estimated joint torque from the muscular model and experimental joint torque computed from inverse dynamic. Validation of the framework was done on 6 different working conditions, 2 different speeds, and 3 different elevations. The calibration tasks used were working at 1 speed with no elevation, still standing, calf rise, and toe rise. Experiments were done on a group of 5 healthy subjects. Assistance from our framework was compared with a non-assistant condition where the exoskeleton was transparent to the user. More information about the experimental setup can be found in the article. Here, we can see one of the tested subjects working with the ankle exoskeleton at the same speed for the 2 tested conditions. The upper video is with assistance from our framework and the lower one with no assistance. On the graph, the purple line represents the biological joint torque, the blue line the assistant torque, the green line the soleus EMG, and the red one the tibialis anterior EMG. Reduction in torque and EMG can be observed. Results show that reduction in EMG was achieved between the 2 tested conditions. In purple, the assistant, and in blue, the non-assisted condition. Results also show that during the transition between working tasks, EMG reduction was also achieved. The soleus muscle offers the biggest reduction in EMG across all recorded muscles. This is important because the soleus is the biggest force producer during working. Here we can see the reduction in biological torque between the 2 conditions. Again, reduction was always achieved for all conditions and also during transition. When the exoskeleton torque is added on top of the biological torque, it can be seen that then the total torque is similar between conditions. This invariance in total torque can let us assume that the assistance was fully integrated by the muscle, which reduced their forces production to adapt to the assistance. We also realized a single subject experiment on a challenging and dexterous task, the Moonwalk. In the graph, reduction in torque in red and EMG in blue between the assistant in plain line and non-assistant in dashed line can be seen. For this task, torque reduction for all repetitions was achieved, as well as in EMG for all recorded muscle. In conclusion, the developed framework had a reduction of EMG and joint torque on a broad range of working tasks, without the need of state machine to switch between assistant pattern or different model. Furthermore, the calibration of the model can be done on a reduced set of data and can extrapolate to unseen working tasks and challenging tasks like the Moonwalk.